Hey, hey, hey. I'm laughing because literally it is 10:57 on February 17th, day 17, and I almost thought I wasn't even gonna get on. I'm like, "Okay." If you haven't been following, this is Jody Gambini here, your girl, been in the financial industry for 28 years, now known as the money coach and, the life coach, the financial business entrepreneurial coach. I felt like God said to call it Financial February, and I haven't really shared consistently little bites of financial advice and money advice and all the things. And a couple of mine have gotten way over 5 minutes. My goal was to keep it at 5 minutes or under, so it was a little, but when you start to share about some of the things, there's a lot to share. So if you guys are watching now or later, say hello. Let me know where you're joining from. Share this with somebody. That would help me tremendously. Follow, like, subscribe, comment, and share all the things because you never know who needs to hear this. So this is day 17. Yesterday, I was kind of the theme around couples. Um, I happened to just come across a couple of divorce attorneys actually giving some advice around some things. I think the other one I'm going to talk about, I'm going to do tomorrow um, because I don't want to just use the words just to get something. And as I've been in the industry, we didn't really call it this word. We called it some other things, but it definitely is. So I'm going to start with a part of it. So I talked about, doing your finances together, having bank accounts together. There's a couple of things. And so I'm going to just talk about this one. And it is taxes. So if you're married to somebody, and I'm not saying this can I have seen this as I heard this attorney talk, I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I've seen this through my whole career over" whoop, gosh, trust me, I actually have not been drinking, but I was trying to put my knee I'm actually in my bedroom, and I didn't, want it to look like I was in my bedroom, so this is actually a picture my grandma and grandpa Patterson had in their living room for years, so I'm just behind that. But back to the story, back to the tip. So I've seen this on both sides, but one person owns a business and you haven't filed your taxes. Um, Obviously, most of the time when you both work what I call like a W-2 employee, which means you get a tax thing at the end of the year, most people file it. But I'm just going to tell you, been shocked how many times taxes haven't been filed. And then 2 years goes by, and 3 years goes by, and 4 years goes by. 5 years goes by. If you know somebody that that's the case, or that's you, I want you to shake off the shame, but I want you to make this your very important priority, okay? Many times I see as I'm helping people even hit goals that they want to, like buy a home, and it comes out that they can't get approved for the loan because they haven't done their taxes in 4 years. The other, though, and we'll go a little deeper into this, because I've seen it on both sides too. It's not just for women, it's not just for men. I actually can think of three more recent cases and more my coaching side of the financial, where I was a financial advisor. But I mean, I've seen it over and over and over. And as a financial advisor, I got really good at asking a lot of pointed questions. So I knew what I was dealing with because it would be really challenging if you're giving advice on saving money and you have this thing behind the scenes that can explode, that they can start taking all the money from their accounts because they hadn't paid their taxes. But as a coach, I don't always ask it like I probably had. But here's the thing. If you're the one that says, I don't even know if my taxes are filed, I don't know, you need to know. Okay. I'm going to tell you, you need to know for so many reasons, but I'll give you one really, and sadly, this has happened a lot more than once in my career. Um, the other spouse passes or gets really sick to where the one that didn't know anything has to step in. And in the midst of it, their accounts get frozen because they had no clue um, that they hadn't paid back taxes. Okay. Taxes, and when somebody files a lien on any of these things, I've seen it over and over. The bank accounts will get frozen if they don't have a place to take the money. So I'm going to say, if you're if, if it's just you and you haven't done them, if you need help, reach out to me. I'll give you some tips and advice, but the best one is to just start. Just start. Start even by meeting with a tax person. Um, Again, if you need some recommendations, I have some. But if you are in a relationship and you're the one that you're like, oh, I don't even know if we filed the taxes, that's a red flag. That's a big red flag. If you're like, oh, well, the other person was supposed to do it all, you need to know you're part of it. It's part of your responsibility. So that's all I'll say. I've dealt with messy situations, unfortunate accidents have happened, all of those things. So if you haven't, there's no shame, but I'm just going to say, make this year, it's February, so you can do your taxes for this year and make the goal of getting the other ones done. It's okay. There's many payment plans you can do. There's many things you can do, but this is your reminder, knock, knock, knock. It's okay. It's okay. Don't be embarrassed. But even if you just didn't do it last year, it's not too late and you can get 2023 done too. So if you didn't do 2022, I'm seeing a real theme since COVID is hit. I don't know. I know there's just the pandemic, all the things, there was so much transition. So it's okay. And if you do have a question for me, reach out to me. I'm very, I've always handled my practice where I don't speak anything I look at myself as like lawyers, you can't talk about client privilege. That's just how I am because trust is huge. And I'd love to see you hit that victory because it's like a big black cloud that's behind you. And it probably is causing stress. It probably could even be causing some of your anxiety, some of your depression, some of your health problems because it's a big one. And I've worked with people, and when I've helped them move towards it and they finished it, it's amazing the things that it's like a massive thing. So you're not alone. It happens a lot, and there's a trend since about 2020 that I'm seeing more and more, and I forget to ask. So it's just life has been hard. So that's my tip today. Bye. I'll be back tomorrow.